to rhyme with Cotter than otter.
No.
Can you come up with one?
Potter.
Solder.
There we go.
Fodder.
Yeah. None of those fit well into a song, though.
No. Not that I'm a walking rhyming thesaurus or anything, but I'm thinking, well, anyway.
But that song fit the show. Good job.
Well, it did. It really did. And that show was beloved for many years, but that song was number one on this date, 1976.
Absolutely.
All right, time for the news. Brought to you this morning by Smith Discount Pharmacy, corner of 2nd and Chillicothe, across from the school, South Webster, Maine, and their newest location in Minford, serving you since 1925. Downtown, we got some fog that has moved in. It's currently 57, and here's Bill.
Thanks, Steve. Good morning, everybody. The medical condition of Scioto County Commissioner Kathy Coleman has shifted from earlier this week as she continues to fight against injuries she suffered 1 week ago as the result of a serious car accident. Now, I spoke with the chairman of the Scioto County Commissioners, Scotty Powell.
Bill, Kathy is still in critical but stable condition. She has endured multiple surgeries at this point, with more planned in the near future. While we wait for additional updates, we know two things for sure. Kathy is a fighter, and God is in control. I want to personally thank the community for the outpouring of love for her, and I ask that you pause to keep Kathy, her family, and the medical team at Grant Medical Center in your prayers.
Now, Commissioners Powell and Brian Davis are slated to hold a regularly scheduled commissioners meeting this morning at 9:30 a.m. Meanwhile, a discussion about off-label drugs is back in the spotlight here in Ohio after a similar effort failed last year. Ohio House Bill 12 would generally allow a doctor to prescribe any drug, even if it's for off-label use, and to require a pharmacist to dispense that drug. Now, an off-label drug is when it's prescribed for a purpose that is not explicitly approved by the FDA. Off-label drug prescriptions have been used in more cases than just COVID-19 and ivermectin. Executive Director of the Ohio Pharmacists Association, David Burke, said it's most prevalent today, for example, in diabetes drugs like Ozempic that are being used for weight loss. And sources in Columbus say that there's at least one Ohio gubernatorial candidate that does not have the current governor's support. Danita Harris has details.
Governor Mike DeWine is working to deny Vivek Ramaswamy an endorsement from the state's Republican Party. That's according to four people familiar with the effort who spoke with NBC News. Ohio's GOP is set to vote this Friday on whether or not to endorse him for his 2026 bid for Ohio governor. Ramaswamy has already gained the support from President Donald Trump.
Now, the Animal Welfare League of Scioto County is sponsoring their 35th annual pet vaccination clinic. It's going to take place this Saturday, May 10th. It's going to start at 2 p.m. It's going to end at 4 p.m. It'll be held at the Minford Fire Station there in downtown Minford. Pet vaccinations and heartworm testing will be offered at both locations. Now, if you bring a cat, they must be transported in a carrier, and dogs must be on a leash. Clinics are open to everyone, regardless of income. Cash-only transactions. For more information, you can call 740-858-2446. And in other community news, the Portsmouth Wind Symphony is going to wrap up its 32nd performance season tonight at 7 o'clock at the Vern Rife Center for the Arts on the campus of Shawnee State University. Tonight's concert is themed Beneath the American Skies. Now, it's open to the public, of course, and doors will open at 6:30 p.m. with tickets available at the McKinley box office before the concert. They're only $10 for adults with free admission for children ages 12 and under. For Mix 99.3 News, I'm Bill Shope.
Well, they do a great job, and we're kind of lucky to have them because they do it out of the love of the music, don't they?
Oh, and they're really talented. A lot of local musicians. John Eckstein is the director of music at Rio Grande, is the conductor, and just does a wonderful job.
Yeah, and we throw our entire support because tonight you're not just going to be an MC, you're a moderator.
That's right, taken right after Mr. Cronkite and Harry Reynolds and all of them. Yeah, they were moderators.
Yeah. Well, what you're going to be doing on this weekend, whether it's going to be just on Sunday, the entire weekend, the focus is on Mom.
It is, and my mother's no longer with us, but we'll certainly remember her, and I will do whatever she who must be obeyed tells me to do.
Right. Well, whether your mom's still with you or not, they're always in your heart. And,
Absolutely.
Yeah, they are. And you can go back and look upon the times of your life, and I would have to say, and nothing against the dads out there at all, but I think some of the most structured and maybe directional kind of places your life went, she was in charge.
Oh, absolutely. No question. I think that's hopefully true for a lot of people.
And if you're looking for something to do, well, there's one thing we know: moms love on Sunday. And are you ready?
Does it start with a K and have an F and end with a C?
No, it begins with a capital B.
Okay, go ahead. Let me know, man.
My mom likes brunch when it's Mother's Day. We're hitting up a brunch buffet. You can get breakfast, Benedict's and scrambled eggs, or an omelet and pancakes, or have lunch. Mama's having fun when I get her a little drunk. Wanna show her that I love her. Buying brunch from my awesome mother. Mimosas, mimosas, with cantaloupe, quiche, and yogurt. So take her out. She's your mom. Grab her one more croissant. Mommy likes brunch.
Mama likes brunch. Mama likes brunch. Yeah.
They deserve it.
They do. All right. Thank you, Bill. This update brought to you this morning by your friends at Smith Discount Pharmacy, corner of 2nd and Chillicothe, across from the stores, the school in South Webster, and also Minford, collectively serving you since 1925. Downtown, we've got currently 57 degrees. Be careful of the fog, and we'll check in with sports next.
In 1925, the first television image was transmitted, and a new car cost about $525. That same year, Smith's Pharmacy opened its doors to serve Portsmouth and the surrounding area. For over 100 years now and through 4 generations, Smith's Pharmacy has been helping the area get well with care and convenience. The first area pharmacy to offer computerized prescriptions and one of the first to provide free monthly med boxes. There's never a long wait. Drive-through convenience, free same-day delivery. Visit Smith's Pharmacies, Portsmouth, Minford, and South Webster.
And time, once again, for sports. And they got the sports guy.
May the sports be with you.
Sports guy.
Yeah. We've got sports and we've got positive news to talk about.
Yeah, we do. Well, last night I thought they were going to kind of give it away, but the Reds bullpen, while overworked, they seem to step up to the occasion, don't they?
Yeah, that they did. And, last night you had people getting thrust into action much sooner than they thought, with Hunter Green having to leave the game after 3 innings with a groin injury. Brent Suter, most notably, he came in and pitched the 4th and the 5th and wound up getting credited with the win. Emilio Pagan was the 7th pitcher used last night. He was the last one to take to the mound, and he recorded his 9th save of the season. So he's off to a very, very good start to this 2025 season. And it's a shame Hunter Green had to leave because he was having himself quite a night. Yeah. In the 3 innings which he pitched, he struck out 6 batters and gave up no runs off of 2 hits. So had he continued at that pace, he was going to have quite the evening.
Yes, he was. Reds were up 4-0 when he left, but they held on. Tell you more about that. Here's Chuck.
Yep, the Reds snapped a 4-game losing streak last night with a 4-3 win in Atlanta. TJ Friedel hit a pair of home runs. The Reds and the Braves will wrap up this 4-game set this evening down in Georgia, and you'll be able to hear that contest on Fox Sportsmouth AM 1260 and 95.7 FM. Coverage will get underway at 6:45, leading up to the 7:15 first pitch. Nick Lodolo will be on the mound this evening. The Reds have climbed back to 500 with 19 wins and the same number of losses. Cincy is in a 3-way tie with Milwaukee and St. Louis for second place in the NL Central, 3 games behind the Chicago Cubs. The Cleveland Guardians knocked off the Nationals 8-6 yesterday afternoon. Cleveland took 2 out of 3 in D.C. The Guardians will be off today. They'll host the Phillies tomorrow evening. Cleveland remains second in the AL Central, 1.5 games behind Detroit. Last night in the NBA playoffs, the Knicks knocked off the reigning world champion Celtics 91-90. New York now leads that best-of-7 second-round series 2-0. Elsewhere, the Thunder beat up on the Nuggets 149-106 to even that series at 1 game apiece. Tonight, the Warriors will visit Minnesota. That'll be an 8:30 tip-off. Golden State has a 1-0 series lead. The Cleveland Cavaliers will return to action tomorrow, visiting Indiana for game number 3 of that second-round series. The Pacers are up 2-0. The Ohio State men's basketball team has added a big man, former Baylor center Josh Ojonwuna, committed to the Buckeyes yesterday. He started 23 games for the Bears a season ago. The 6'10", 230-pounder averaged 7.4 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 0.8 blocks per game for Baylor as a junior, but a season-ending knee injury that required surgery cut his campaign short in February. According to 11 Warriors, his points came with ruthless efficiency, with Ojonwuna shooting 77.4% from the field. CBS Sports is reporting that President Donald Trump is considering an executive order aimed at greater scrutiny towards name, image, and likeness deals in college athletics. Trump recently met with former Alabama football coach Nick Saban. Saban, who has been a vocal critic of NIL's impact on college athletics, reportedly stated that he proposed NIL reform rather than elimination. Trump was in Tuscaloosa, Alabama last week to give the university's commencement address. NCAA President Charlie Baker said an executive order would likely still need congressional action. Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville, who previously had stints as the head football coach at Ole Miss, Auburn, Texas Tech, and down the road in Cincinnati, also said he spoke with Trump and the administration about NIL. Tuberville posted on X, quote, "College football is the heart and soul of America, but it's in danger if we don't level the playing field," unquote. Speaking of football, the Portsmouth's Lions, a semi-pro football team, will play a game at Spartan Municipal Stadium this Saturday. Portsmouth will go up against the Tri-State Rams. That'll be a 5 o'clock kickoff. Gates will open at 4, and the cost is $10 for adults. And if you'd like to play a little baseball this summer, you can do it as long as you're 15 years of age or older. Dale Rice League sign-ups will be this Saturday between 2 and 5 at the Portsmouth Giovanni's on 11th Street. Cost is $65. The league, again, is for ages 15 and up. And that is a look at sports.
That is. All right. Thank you, Chuck. We'll keep you updated with that. This update, and we've got your traffic weather together next, right here on the Get Up and Go Show. Hi, Steve Hayes here, and guess who has a 100th birthday coming up this coming Saturday? It's your friends at Gamps Lawn Equipment, State Route 140 in Slocum. I'll be there broadcasting live on Mix 99.3 from 11 until 2, but the event will be all day long. There'll be food, fun, prizes. There'll be a kiddie tractor pull at noon, and LR Ice Cream Truck will also be serving up treats as well. Plus, they'll have 100-year pricing going on Saturday. Come join the fun. 100 years and going strong. Your friends at Gamps Lawn Equipment, State Route 140 in Slocum. And traffic brought to you this morning by your friends at the Scioto River, 1024 Gallagher Street. Of course, the legendary steaks, chicken ribs, and more are there. And they'll also come to you. Don't forget that the river does love to cater. And this morning, very quickly, fog moved in. Now it's getting ready to move back out towards the river, but be careful. It is kind of thick in places this morning. We've got Stout Hollow Road. That's in Harrison Township. They're going to be berming that today with the help of flaggers and with our road closures. And we got quite a list of them. Don't forget Hayport Road, Pond Run Road, Clinton Furnace, Fort Hill, Henley Comstock, Bennett Road, and Junior Powellsville to one lane. But it's a mess out there, so be careful. If you see something we need to know about, give us a call at 354-1993. Traffic is service of your friends at the Scioto River, open 7 days a week.
The weather is service of Monroe Frame Collision and now Wheel Alignment. Monroe's is your full-service body and maintenance company with 30 years of service in 4 locations: Portsmouth, Ashland, Jackson, and Chillicothe. Family-owned and car owner-friendly. Call 353-7279 for Monroe's Frame Collision and now Wheel Alignment.
Your WSAZ First Alert forecast. Mostly dry in the morning. Storms move in for the afternoon. None of these will be severe. Temperatures will rise into the mid-70s. Overnight tonight, storms do continue, followed by rain later. Temps dropping into the low and mid-50s. I'm WSAZ News Channel 3 meteorologist Nicholas Snyder on the Ohio Valley's hit music channel, Mix 99.3.
And downtown with a little mix of fog, we currently have 57 degrees as we get up and go.
Mix 99.3.
The best music variety and most fun in the morning. It's Steve Hayes and the Get Up and Go Show on WNXT AM FM Portsmouth and on WNXTradio.com.
Mix 99.3.